Hello and welcome into the Piles of Paragraphs creative space. I'm Lori, and today I decided that I wanted to work on some pieces to stuff our little upcycled junk mail envelope. So I was working on it, and then I thought, oh, well, maybe you guys would like to see this too. So I made one piece, and I have plans for all these other pieces, but I made this little accordion folder to put some ephemera in, and that's going to go in that pocket there. So let's get started on the other things that I was thinking about, and then we will return to visit that. Okay, do have some ephemera out here. I think I will start with the piece that I'm going to put in the front folder, so it will be seen through the little windows that we have there. So let's get going on that. I'm going to make a stamp holder, and hopefully oops. All right. Of course, misplaced one of my pieces. There it is. There we go. Okay. Let me grab back my piece of glue paper here. Fold this in half. I think in half will work. So I've just taken a piece of kind of lightweight cardstock and cut to size to fit in my little window. So it's about, let's see, where's my ruler? 3 3/4 by 4 inches. So it'll just stick out a little bit above the edge of the folder, and then I'm also going to put a whale tail on it. So let's get started here. I cut some vellum for this. You don't have to use vellum. You could use book page or whatever you have, printer paper. Just nice with the vellum because you can see the whole stamp. So I'm going to run just a very little bit of glue along the edges here to make my little pockets, and then I'm going to add some washi tape just to strengthen this, since it's going to be sliding in and out of that little pocket. So I'm going to start up here at the top. So I think that might be easier. I hope so, because I always usually start at the bottom. So got that there, and then I'm going to have a piece of washi tape and just run it along the bottom. Use a bit of glue stick on this just to give it a little extra stick. You could also run a little bit of art glitter glue underneath it. That might be a good plan as well. And I'm just gonna catch the bottom of the pocket just to kind of reinforce that. I think the sides will be okay. If they're not, we can come back and add some washi tape to those too, but I think they'll be all right. So just trim that up, and then let's see if I put this one here, and then this one can go about here. Yes, let's do the middle one next. And I cut these to be 1 inch by 3 3/4, since that's how wide my backing is. Okay. Try to get that as straight as I can, but I do live in the world of ish. So let's do another piece of washi. I hope everyone's doing well today and had a chance to do something creative. I was kind of excited when I had this idea about going ahead and filling that pocket. It seemed like a bit of an unfinished project. It was a fun project. I enjoyed it, and I look forward to making more of them. So, oh yes, well, if we put things in it, then it is no longer an unfinished project. Excuse me, I'm going to get out a baby wipe because my fingers are getting sticky. Sticky, sticky, sticky fingers. Of course, you don't have to put supplies in this little envelope. I think it would be a really fun Happy Mail piece too, as but a piece that's decorated. You know, I think that is also would be a really fun thing to get in Happy Mail. Well, I didn't get them really evenly spaced, so hopefully you'll forgive me for that. Could have measured, could have, didn't even think about it actually. Let's put the pin back in my glue. And another piece of washi tape. This time we'll wrap it around the back. And so, yeah, if you did this as just a decorated piece, you could specifically design for the little windows, which would be, I think, super fun. A super fun project to do. I will put that on the list for sometime in the future. I'm just going to fold this over the back. Let's get the bone folder and give this an extra little press since I folded it over. Yeah, crooked. Let me fix it. Now that I've pressed it down really good, can't I fix it? Because that's gonna bug me. I know, the world of ish. But some things, oh, nope, apparently I can't. So let's just take that piece of washi tape off and do a new piece. And I'll be more careful this time. In the trash can so that none of my cats get a hold of it. My Bunty cat is here with me today. He's asleep in the, well, I doubt he's sleeping. He's resting in the windowsill. He would probably be sleeping if I wasn't talking, so he'll probably leave here in a little bit. So let's see about getting this straighter than I did last time. What's that? That does in fact look a bit better. Yeah. Yes. There we go. Alrighty. Oops. My scissors have sprouted and now they're shedding their little bits of washi tape. Okay, so we have that. And then I wanted to put this on the top. So and this is just a piece of scrapbook paper with ledger print on it. It should be strong enough to hold it on. I'm going to put just a touch of art glitter glue along the base pieces of that. Okay, now I've got it stuck to my finger, pin back in the glue. It's sort of centered-ish. Okay, there we go. Now we have this one. Let's see, do I have any stamps handy so we can put just a few in so we can see how well it's going to work? Yeah, I should not have made it 1 inch deep. Maybe 3/4 of an inch, or a little less might be good because these are going to slip down in. But they will. Oh, if I put them in at an angle, they don't slip down. There you go. And see, a solution to every challenge. And these are all the same colorway, but I've got some other colors. And not a ton of stamps, and you absolutely could put up quite a few more in here, but just for the sake of, let's see, what other color do I have? Let's do a red one. For the sake of demonstration, there you go. So there's this little holder, and of course you could also do the back if you wanted to, as long as, you know, the stamps are not very thick, so they don't take up a ton of room. I probably should have rounded the bottom corners, but that's okay. Here we go. That should go a little bit further in. Yep. So there's the first 2 pieces for this little pocket. And now for the back pocket, I thought it might be fun to do a little, not really a journal, but a journal-ish, just to put some papers in. And I was watching Louisa Heinzel yesterday. Oh, there it is. And I was watching her yesterday, day before, and she was showing this really simple way to make a hidden paper clip. And you know, I love my hidden paper clips. She doesn't. So I was shocked and amazed when she said she was going to make a hidden paper clip. But that is a super easy way to do it. So I will try to remember to link her video below. Much easier than the ways I've done it in the past. And sometimes, you know me, I like to have a good noodle about stuff, but some days, also, as you know, if you've watched me very much, some days, not the best. Okay, so this is, what did I decide, 7 inches? Let me measure it again. It's been more than 5 minutes since I did this, so let's see. Okay, yep, 7 inches. So let's go ahead and score it in half. And this is a piece of Tim Holtz. I think it's Tim Holtz. I'm sure it's Tim Holtz. I recognize this guy, but I don't know what paper pack it's from because it was loose in my stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and score this here. And I liked it because it has the ledger there on the front. So I'm going to go ahead and just give that a little extra. Oops. Okay, that's not going to fit back where it's supposed to be. I know I've squished paper there. All right, so this is going to go in this back pocket here. So first of all, let me make sure it fits, since, you know, I did some gluing. Oh, it does fit. Yeah, it does fit. There we go. That works. Okay, so we have this for the little cover. And then I thought it would be nice to put some ledger paper in. So let me just go ahead and fold this in half. Pardon my reach. Grab my letter opener and just make a quick cut down there. Then we can fold these in half. Like this. So there's a couple pieces of paper to fit in. So I have some kind of vintagey grid paper. So let's use probably just one piece each of this. I just have to be careful not to make it too thick. So let's see. So the cover was 7 by 5.5. So are these 8.5 or are these longer? Yeah. So I can just do these in half. So again, we'll just use the handy letter opener to make a little tear. I'll do the same to this one. Just kind of going with the whole scientific, office-y, papery thing that I did with the theme of the envelope. So let's see. I'm going to fold this one. Yes, I am going to fold it that way. But then I'm also going to fold it this way. Will that fit? Yes, it will. Okay, I'll do the same with this one. Just so there's a little bit bigger papers in here for someone to use for something fun. Is that getting kind of chunky? Not too bad. I'm telling you, this is great restraint because, you know, I want to pull out every paper I have and put everything I have in here, but just a few things. Okay, so then let's take these little guys out, and then I will stagger them because, you know, I really like to do that. And actually, I'm going to use that one for the center. Just because. Flip this over, put this in here, put it all down. They fit in our little cover. And, what have I done with it? Where did my paper clip go? There it is. I buried it. I think this little paper clip, and it's just one of the small 1-inch ones. Whoa. Goodness, the neighbor must be having the trash cans cleaned. Oh, can I do this? Oh, I can, but not when I'm distracted by noise. It should just slip right over there like that, yes. And it just sticks up a tiny little bit. You could also put it around the front side if you wanted to. What did I do? Push my papers out the bottom. And then that can go in this back pocket here. Oh yes, easier said than done. Well, we know it fits because I tested it. There we go. So there's the little pocket pieces. So let's pull this original one out that I made, my little folio. And I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I decided I would try it for smaller things, for medium things, and for taller things. So let's give it a little bit of a fill and see how that does. Let's see. So smaller things. I've got tons more stamps, but let's just put those in there because they are smaller-ish. Here we go with the ish again. Okay, so I think the medium ones are the ones I'm going to be a little more challenged with because I don't know that I necessarily have a ton of stuff that's medium, but I do have these strips, but these are too tall in their natural size. So I'm going to trim them. Oh, here we go. This will give me some mediums. I'll trim them down. This will fit in this back pocket. This will fit in the medium pocket, I think. Oh, nope, still too small. Try cutting one in half and see if that'll go for the medium. And just, of course, I had the Tim Holtz pieces to hand, so they were an easy thing to drop in. Let's see, trim this one. Put it at the back. The other one, take the stamps out of there because that's making this pocket too full. Too full. I've overfilled it. Yeah, not a surprise. Okay, so we've got our little bits in there. Let's move these things over to the side. And they do stick out the top a little bit, but I'm not bothered by that. And we'll just slide that in that pocket behind the tag. It does take a little bit of finessing, but there you go. Well, that is not bad. Not bad at all, although I think I'm changing my mind about this. I like that, but I want it on the front. I want it attached to the front cover so you can see it. Super, super easy. Hidden paperclip idea, and that's, I just use ledger paper, so that is a soft-ish paper, but I think that's okay. Oh yeah, that looks better there. Okay, back in the pocket. And I think I will call this project done. Successful and done. I'm going to look in here and see what I keep getting stuck on every time I know what it is. It's the edge of the window. That's what I'm getting stuck on. Okay, let's get all the extra bits off to the side here. And take a good look at this. We've got our little stamps in here. So this is a little tag stamp holder. And we have a little accordion folder full of lovely bits. And then we have our little journal. So there you go. There's the upcycled business envelope pocket full of all of its little fun things, and to make a great Happy Mail, or it would make a great present for, you know, a crafty friend's birthday, or just because kind of thing. I think that would be fun too. So thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, and I sincerely hope that you did, please leave me a thumbs up, make a comment, because I always like to hear from you, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The little channel is continuing to grow, and I'd like for it to keep doing that. So for today, I will say bye-bye.